Hey, what's up y'all? Welcome back to West Seattle. It's Ben back, and this time I'm taking my first look at the new Roto Grip XL. Now this is a harkening back to the original. Even aesthetically it looks the same. The original cell, back in 2008, somewhere around there, that was one of the biggest balls around in terms of popularity and in terms of strength. Everyone had one, it was on TV a ton. Wes Malott made the cell look pretty good. Strength-wise, that nucleus core inside, massive. We'll get to that in a sec. Let's see what we got lane condition-wise. Should be heavier than our house shot because we have our test pattern, 44 feet, 27 mils of oil. I'm gonna slide around 28. It's the Eternity Pie, something I think might be similar. Okay, Oil Eater Eternity Pie. Definitely one of my favorite heavy oil balls. It might be my favorite heavy oil ball, solid-wise, as of late. Big core, capable cover. It's a little cleaner than, say, your Gems, which I have one here. We'll take a look at a sec. Let's move 2 left off of that slight high hit, and then we'll get into the XL. Pretty good, Larry David. Pretty good. So, Eternity Pie, we'll come back to that just a sec. Again, I kind of thought maybe it might be kind of close to the XL. And let's talk about why. So, XL, like I said, nucleus core, massive core. It's always been massive, and now it's even stronger with AI core surrounding it. A little better coefficient of restitution, big words, but really what that means is hitting power, transferring energy through the pins. Stand in the same place, then we'll get to numbers. That ball looks so cool going down the lane. It reminds me of, colors-wise anyway, the original cell from Once Upon a Time. Kind of stable, chuggy, tumbly. That's what I like in a heavy oil ball. It means it's predictable. When you have a lot of oil that you're battling, having something that's a little too jumpy kind of loses its legs from underneath it sometimes, and it's not what you want. So, let's throw one more. I'm already liking this. You know how some balls just feel like you already know right at the jump that you're gonna like them, love them? Thinking this XL is making a strong case for that for me. God, I really like that shape. Okay, so XL, numbers-wise, like I said, massive. We got 250, 056, 019. So, gets into a roll pretty quick. Has a ton of flare potential. All right, this might be retiring my Eternity Pie. And I love the Eternity Pie. But yeah, so lots of flare potential. I heard Hank Boomershine, who designed this weight block, say this week at Bowl Expo that he was told by Mo Pinnell, famous bowling industry wizard and core designer, that this weight block was idiot-proof, meaning that you could drill it a number of ways and it's still gonna roll pretty dang good. So that was me moving 2 in, kind of getting in the oil. Cover-wise, no problem. As you've heard me say before, this is snow tire action right here. This is not just E-Trax, this is E-Trax Ultra. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it sounds strong, sounds capable. I think how we're wanting you to understand it is it's got a lot of forgiveness for such a strong cover. And I mean, missing in like that, there's some forgiveness. Let's just see where its limits are. Let's go 3 left of that. Now I'm sliding at 39. Remember, longer pattern, heavier volume, sliding it essentially the gutter here, throwing it out to way outside, missing way outside, there's that forgiveness. And it got back, West Seattle mixer, I'll take that anytime. But that's not where we want to play on a long oil pattern. Let's move 3 right back to a little closer to where we started, and then we'll get into some of the comparisons. Yep. Oh. As soon as you call a shot, those are the ones that don't fall right. 710, kind of there. Wasn't the best off my hand. For now, though, we're gonna leave it there. And let's see what we got. So along with the XL and the Eternity Pie, we have another heavy oil ball, the Absolute Power. And then the tried and true fan favorite, the mega heavy ball, the Gem. Let's go right into the Gem, actually. Throw a couple with this. Now the Gem, also a pretty strong core. This cover is very strong. This is snow tires with chains. And because of that, it reads early, and so it's pretty smooth, pretty chuggy in and of itself. Same spot as that last shot. Still capable of having some energy though through the pins. I think early on, people hadn't quite seen a cover like that, and so people saw it as a super slow ball. And don't get me wrong, it is. Slow meaning how quick it transitions at the end of the pattern. As you can see there, not the greatest shot. Bad shot, actually. Still has some energy. Let's move 2 left off of that, throw a better shot. Yeah, so the Gem, it's proven, oil is no match for it. And actually, what you can kind of find is it's actually relatively versatile. The Gem you can also use on short patterns because it reads so early. You can kind of blend out that back, kind of stand up, roll forward, be a little controllable. It's a little hot take for you that if you're struggling on short, don't always go super weak. Consider the other way. Let it bleed out its energy so it's not storing too much. Gem is good. Good ball. But we know what the Gem does. And even with E-Trax Ultra on the XL, my kind of read of it so far is the Gem is probably still a little bit earlier, a little bit stronger at the front part of the lane. XL, I think, is storing energy just a little bit longer, so carry through the pins might be a little better from a wider range of angles. But that's when you enter a ball like this, the Absolute Power. This is going to be a lot more akin to the profile of something like the XL or the Eternity Pie, where it's got a strong core, it's got a heavy oil solid cover, R2S deep. It's a little cleaner, so again, store some energy. Same spot as that last Gem shot. So you can kind of see there are some similarities and some differences. On that, even with it storing energy, it's still nice and chuggy, so that's where it's got some similar flavor to these others. But this is one you can actually move a little right with too. So let's go 7 right. And it's still gonna get down the lane long enough to kind of hold its spot. So you see there, a lot of other balls, if not set up properly for the condition, would jump off that spot. sitting in that outside spot for a while. Remember, this is heavier oil and a bit longer, but there's still friction to the right. This cleaner R2S solid gets the ball down later. So if that's something you need, you bowl at a place with higher friction, or your ball speed is kind of slow, higher rev rate, this ball's been pretty good. All right, starting to creep a little high, a little more right than I would be on a pattern like this for my style. So, but I just wanted to show what its range, what its limits actually are. So let's get out of the absolute power and go back to the star of the show, the XL. Again, I was already falling in love with this ball right at the jump. Let's find out how much I do love it. A little blower 7 action, that's all right. Still looked good, right? Yeah, so the cell core, and there have been a number of cells over the years, but that nucleus core, chef's kiss good. There's a reason why it won on TV. It seemed like every week back in the aughts and early 2010s. So let's make that last shot work. Let's slow the speed down just a tad. Maybe get that 7 out. Okay, that was awful off my hand, but that forgiveness factor, right? So, I mentioned earlier that I heard Hank Boomershine, who designed this weight block, great guy, super smart guy, talked this week at Bowl Expo about how Mo Pinnell, famous core designer, told him that he thought that Hank's nucleus core was idiot-proof. What that means is you can kind of drill mass out of it with fingers and a thumb, drilling stuff out of it in a variety of different ways, and it still maintains the original design principles. It still maintains just how good it is. Let's go limit finding. Let's move 5 left. I'm at 41 sliding now. No problem, and that's gonna be a combination. When you're that far left on heavier, longer oil, that's gonna be a combination of how good of a weight block you have and how good of a cover surrounding that weight block. E-Trax Ultra plus nucleus core with AI, outer core, all that fancy cool stuff looks pretty dang good. Let's keep going. Let's go 3 more left. I'm in the left gutter now. This is no edits, let's just keep going with this. Good stuff. Okay, should we go 1 more left? Why not? Okay, so let's go another 3 left. My left shoulder is in lane 22 now. Okay, lane 22 says that is the limit. That's okay. Probably shouldn't be bowling on heavy, long, relatively fresh oil on the lane to my left. Still almost made it back. Pretty amazing. Let's square up now. Let's go the other way. Let's go about where we were at the right move. Limit with the absolute power. Now sliding at about 20. Flatten my hand out. Versatility, check. Traction in oil I haven't touched yet, so fresh oil kind of out there. Check. Goes to the pins, strong and loud. Check. So a couple back to back to back to back to back kind of stuff. So you can kind of have your eyes be the judge and not my words. So there are 3 back-to-back-to-back shots. Pretty dang good. Who's this for? It's for me. I just found my new heavy oil ball to go in my bag. And that's saying something when Gem, Absolute Power, and definitely the Eternity Pie are looking at me jealous. But who else is it for? It's for people who want to trip 4s on heavy from in. It's for people that bowl on a heavy oil, long oil. You have high ball speed. You need something to slow it down. That snow tire action with the E-Trax Ultra, that's going to do that. You need something to pick up earlier roll-wise. The Nucleus Core has always done that. Now it's got AI around it. So it's got that. Now what happens if you are lower rev or lower speed? Well, it still stores energy great. The Gem reads so early, that may not be for you, you lower rev or slower speed players. But this one stores a little bit. Still picks up with conviction like you want with heavy oil or super clean lanes. But it stores a little bit. It gets through the front part of the lane pretty easy for something called E-Trax Ultra. Let's throw 2 more and call it good. I would grab my West Seattle chamois to wipe this oil off, but this cover is so strong, I already soaked it in. So if you lose your chamois, this ball's got you covered there too. All right, so that's the XL, my new heavy oil favorite, undisputed. Eternity Pie, backup. Good stuff. I could throw a couple more with each of these, but you know the story. There are plenty of videos of those. Hope you were able to kind of see the shots I did throw with them, what the micro differences are. I would say this is sort of like a blend of both worlds of heavy oil options. Reads early, but still stores energy. Goes through the pins strong, but doesn't jump on you. This kind of just takes those 3 ideas and puts them into a nice blended cake of an idea. So, good job, Hank. You did it again. Nice work. That's all I got for you today. See you the next time.